How to become a content creator while being a full-time student. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Christina and I started TikTok just under a year ago, and I've managed to grow my following to 115,000 while still being a full-time medical student. When I was first starting out on TikTok, social media, there are a lot of TikTok gurus, social media gurus telling you everything that you need to do, and it was very overwhelming. And as a full-time student, we have a very limited schedule. So I wanted to take you through my specific step-by-step routine. Yes, I'm not keeping any secrets. There's no gatekeeping on this channel at all. And I wanted to show you what my specific process is, especially when it comes to what equipment I use as well as what software I use, because I have done everything on a student budget. So most of it is free, if not under $10. I'm going to cover the TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram platforms, as well as take you through my steps for each and every single platform, step by step. I'm going to try to do this in one video because I hate when creators are like, come back for part 2. And then part 2 gets posted the next day, and then the algorithm loses you and you never see part 2 again. So I will try to do everything in one video. It just might be a very long video. So before we go into the strategies and the methods and everything that I do, you first need to define your niche, and you need to have ideas of what videos you want to make. So I'm assuming you've gotten up to the point where you know what videos you want to make and you've at least filmed some content or have some ideas. So the first one is posting, frequency and timing. Now, a lot of TikTok gurus will say you need to post 3 to 5 times a day. Who has the time to record that many videos? I certainly do not. I tried that in the beginning and I was burnt out by the second week. When it comes to posting, frequency-wise, do whatever is easiest for you. So whatever is consistently for you. In TikTok and all social media platforms, prioritize consistency over frequency. What does that mean? Basically, if you can post every Monday consistently, or 2 times a week, 3 times a week, whatever consistently is for you, post consistently. I post 5 days a week, Mondays to Fridays in the evenings. However, now that I have a little bit more time, I'm now posting 7 days a week. And if I have even extra time, like when I'm not writing exams, or if I have a break from my rotations, I try to post morning and night. But on average, I post 5 days a week. Now let's talk about timing. When do you post your videos? Well, obviously you want to post the videos when there's the most amount of viewers on the platform. But Christina, how do I know how many viewers are on the platform? Let me show you. First, you're going to click on those 3 lines at the top of your profile. Then you're going to click Creator Tools. Then click on Analytics. And then you want to scroll all the way down to the bottom and you'll see when your followers are most active. For me, I can see between 7 and 11 o'clock at night, that's when my followers are most active, as well as that they're most active. So for me, my followers are active all days of the week. Lucky me. So what that means is I'll then post my videos between 7 and 11 o'clock at night on any day of the week. I personally post between 9:30 and 10:30 every evening, just because that fits my schedule and is more comfortable for me. And then if I am posting a morning video, which is not very often, but if I do, I will post it around 8:30, 9 when I wake up. So we've covered posting. Let's go over SEO and hashtags. What is SEO? Well, SEO is search engine optimization. You might have heard this all over. It's a buzzword for all the TikTok gurus. And basically, it's just a way for TikTok and social media to categorize your videos and send it to more people. So for example, when we're on Google and we type in how to bake a pie, any recipe that comes up with the words how to bake a pie will populate on our search page. So the more keywords that you have related to a search that someone would do, the more likely your video will be shown to other people. So for example, I have a video on heart murmurs. So my keywords would be related to heart murmurs. If someone searches on TikTok how to listen to heart murmurs, my video would be populated first for them. And that's how you rank with SEO. So I'm going to show you my secret tips and tricks on how I get my SEO, because it can be very overwhelming and it's really not that deep. Like, it's actually quite easy. So TikTok really likes native text, basically when you type the text in the app on the video. And this is where I like to put my keywords in, because then TikTok notices the keywords within my video. What I do is I go into ChatGPT and I type the following prompt. I write, please generate 40 keywords for, and then I insert the title of the video. So for example, this video was about a surgical skills workshop for medical students. It then populates 40 keywords for me. What I do with these 40 keywords is I copy the keywords. So I then put the text into the TikTok video that I put on my app, and then I hide the text so that you can't see it. So once I've hit in keywords in my video, I then go on to hashtag research. So I'm going to show you how to research trending hashtags for your niche. So hashtags, normally they would say on Instagram, it's about 3 to 5 hashtags. YouTube is also about 3 to 5 hashtags. But on TikTok, I've played around with both. I've had 3 hashtags, 5 hashtags, 20 hashtags, 15 hashtags. I genuinely have not seen a difference. So what I do is I have a base of hashtags that I basically use that categorize my niche. So medicine, medical student, study hacks, study tips, blah, blah, blah. Then what I do is I go to the specific video itself. So for example, if I'm going to be doing a video on heart murmurs, I will type into TikTok heart murmurs, and then I will go select the hashtags. I'll see what hashtags TikTok suggests. So let me show you that real quick. So I type in heart murmurs into the search bar on TikTok, and then it will show you all the videos. There's me, hi. And then you scroll across to hashtags, and it will show you all the hashtags for that specific topic. So then what I'll do is I'll choose a few hashtags that I like for my video. I also like looking at the views on the side here. So for example, if it has really low views, I won't use it primarily because I'm in the 115,000 follower group. So the more followers you have, the higher number of hashtags you can use, because basically the videos aren't as populated for your niche, if that makes sense. So if you're a lower, you can look at the views within the hundreds and thousands, but if you're at a higher follower range like me, then you can maybe start looking at the videos in like the hundreds of thousands or the millions. I tend not to use the millions primarily because they are very overly saturated, but you can have a good mix of low view hashtags and high view hashtags just to get some variation within your hashtags. And then finally, where we have our SEO is in our caption. So first you want to write the description of the video, for example, listen to heart murmurs with me. Then you want to put your hashtags that you have now created, and underneath that, which is a really cool trick that I learned on TikTok, is you want to put 10 search phrases to increase your SEO. I'll show you how to do that now. So I'll type again into ChatGPT, please give me 10 different search phrases for insert video title. So for this one, I did using technology in medical school. And then it will populate a whole bunch of search phrases. Then I go put that into my caption. So I'll show you how that looks like. So as you can see in my caption here, I have my caption, my hashtags, and then underneath, I've literally pasted all of my different search phrases. And that is how my caption looks. In part 2, we're going to be going over filming and editing content, as well as the equipment that I use. Like I said in part 1, I'm a student on a student budget. So everything that I use is basically free or under $10. But I do like to keep things as cheap as possible. And it still works. Everyone who tells you on TikTok that you need fancy equipment, fancy phone, fancy camera, you don't need it. I'm literally proof. I have 115,000 followers. When you're filming your actual videos, most of the time we are using our phone. So I wanted to show you what camera settings that I use on my iPhone, as well as what app that I use to record my videos in, and how I edit my videos, again, for free. This is for iOS settings specifically. If you have an Android, just go onto TikTok, type in camera settings for Android for TikTok, and there will be a lot of videos that will help you. I have an iPhone X, so not one of the newer iPhones, and these settings work perfectly well for me. I have the recorded video in 4K at 30 frames per second, as well as slow-mo in 720 at 240 frames per second. And then I also have the grid and mirror front camera on. The reason why I like having the grid is because when you're filming videos, you always want to keep space at the top of your camera so that you can put text, captions. So I like having the grid because it separates it into thirds, as well as it separates into thirds this way so that I know that I can be in the center of the video. I like having my videos recorded with my bottom half being on the lower 2/3 and then the upper 1/3 having a clear space so that I can write text and captions on my video. When it comes to actually filming my videos, I use CapCut. CapCut is free to download. It's actually made by the same people who made TikTok. So they actually really like when you edit your videos in CapCut. I use the teleprompter apps a lot. Basically what the teleprompter is you can put your text into the teleprompter and it will roll as you're filming. So you can read the text as you are filming your video. This really helps for my informational videos and ones that I need to read a script off of. And I also use the green screen effect in CapCut, like I'm doing now, to film this video so that I can edit my videos without having to film it within the TikTok app itself. I also edit all my videos in CapCut. CapCut is an entire video in of itself. If you want a full video on CapCut, let me know in the comments and I'll go into more detail on how I edit within CapCut. Next, let's talk about equipment. The only equipment that you actually need to film videos is your phone. Whatever phone you have, use it. It's going to be perfect. You can invest in upgrading your equipment a little bit later on. If you have the finances, I personally am saving up for a DSLR camera. That is going to take a while because they're like $700, but I've been using my phone for the last year and it's been perfect. For lighting, if you can sit in front of a window because that's where the most natural light is. Right now I'm sitting in front of a window, but it is raining outside, so the lighting's not that great. If you don't have a natural light source that you can sit in front of, then you can invest in some lighting. Again, this is done on a student budget. You can either get one of these that clips in over your phone and it has lighting on it. This was, I think, under $10 on Amazon, or you can get yourself a ring light. Again, this was a very cost-effective one. I think I literally just got it from a local store. I was selling them on my street. I mainly use the natural lighting. I actually don't use the artificial lighting that often. When it comes to your audio quality, if there's anything that you're going to invest in, first I would invest in a microphone. I have this lavalier wireless one that I got off Amazon. I think it was about $15 to $20. You can also have the lavalier plug-in microphones that like sit over here. Again, you could probably get those from any of your tech stores for pretty cost-effective prices. They're not expensive. If you want to get one of those fancy microphones that the YouTubers have, by all means, but this is what I use and I definitely think it's upgraded my quality of my videos tenfold because my videos before, the native mic built into the iPhone is not that great. It picks up a lot of the surround sound and it just doesn't sound very nice. So if you are going to invest in anything, invest in a microphone. Then when it comes to your tripod, what your phone is standing on, any tripod will do. Most of like the dollar stores or like knick-knack stores sell tripods. Honestly, anything that just holds your phone in place. For the first 6 months, I was actually using this like little phone stand that I got from Mr. Price back in South Africa. It was very cheap. Eventually, I upgraded to a generic tripod, or even a selfie stick would work as well. And for those of you who like to film get ready with me's in your bathroom, I actually found this, which is used for cars and it has a little sticky thing. I stick it onto the mirror and then I can film my get ready with me's in the bath. So this video is getting really long, so I'm going to cover YouTube and Instagram in part 3. Today we're going to be talking about growing on YouTube and Instagram and how I repurpose my TikTok content to grow my followers onto YouTube and Instagram. I only started taking Instagram seriously probably the beginning of this year and I've grown to 2,818 followers. It's a lot harder to grow on Instagram than it is on TikTok because discoverability is not as great. However, the community on Instagram is a lot more beneficial because you can directly message your followers as well as put stories where you can do Q&A. Then I only started taking YouTube seriously about 2 months ago where I was starting to post regularly and consistently. I now have 741 subscribers, which I'm very excited about. I am doing long form videos now, maybe one a week, but I'm going to mainly be focusing on shorts and how I repurpose shorts because shorts are a great way for discoverability on YouTube. When it comes to repurposing the videos you've already posted onto TikTok, you're going to go onto Snaptech and you're going to post the link of the video and you're going to download your TikTok video, but it's not going to have the TikTok watermark. You're then going to get the Metricool app and you're going to sync all of your accounts onto Metricool. You can then schedule your videos to post onto Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. For the description and captions, I literally copy and paste exactly what I did for my TikTok caption. If you haven't watched part 1, I go through in depth how to make a TikTok caption with SEO as well as hashtags. I will copy that and paste it into the exact same format for my YouTube as well as Instagram reel. For Instagram, however, just make sure that you have between 3 to 5 hashtags because anything above that they consider as spammy and your videos won't go to as many people. This is a very brief overview on YouTube and Instagram and repurposing. So if you have any more questions or if you want me to go in more detail on any of the aspects, if you want me to go into any more detail or explain a specific part of the process, or if you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll reply with a video or I'll reply in the comments. If this series is something that interested you and you'd like me to make more videos on my content creation process, really showing you step by step how I film a video, how I schedule videos, how I come up with content and ideas using Notion, then please let me know. I will make more videos for you. And thank you so much for following along.